Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this amendment is the long-awaited for Republican House and Senate budget, and I move adoption.
Question for the Chamber is adoption of House A. Would you care to remark further, sir?
Please, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this budget represents, I think as Minority Leader Cafaro has said in the past when we have presented some of this information to members of the legislature, a fair amount of hard work. Like members on the other side of the aisle, we spent many evenings looking through SID numbers, line items, agencies, revenues, and have come to what we think is an important budget decision for the state of Connecticut. Mr. Speaker, let me say in the onset that this budget does not raise taxes. I'll say it again, it does not raise taxes. The budget does make some very tough decisions in terms of cuts. And while it does, it still preserves what we think are the core functions of state government. It consolidates many agencies. It looks to privatization in the future. It directs agencies to actually enter into studies to accomplish that. Mr. Speaker, this budget also makes adjustments to employment levels in the state of Connecticut. It does so through attrition. It does so through consolidation. It does so through layoff, none of which are easy. Some are voluntary. We believe that in various sections of this budget, the direction that we take state government is to become more efficient and more effective. Section 53 of the budget, we talk about privatization through various agencies, DCF, DMV, DEP, DSS, DOT, and Department of Corrections. Not because we want them to be private tomorrow, but there are certainly some functions that we believe might actually benefit our constituents if they were done by the private sector. We have sections in this budget, Mr. Speaker, that deal with municipal aid, that deal with mandate relief for municipalities. As I said in the onset, Mr. Speaker, we do reduce the number of full-time positions in the state of Connecticut in this budget through consolidations, approximately 350, through what we call a hard hiring freeze. I think that language has been used in the past. We reduce staff by about 230. I indicated during a conversation with the chairman of the Appropriations Committee that the Commission on Enhancing Agency Outcomes had spent a lot of time researching what the proper manager-to-staff ratio should be, and I believe the number was about 1,950. Our recommendation is that agencies throughout the state of Connecticut reduce 1,120 management positions, but we believe that the legislature, just as the governor said back in January, should include the legislature voting on these sorts of things, and so our language includes the legislature being a part of ratifying those decisions, both in terms of concessions and in terms of any other reductions in workforce that might occur or any other benefit changes.